What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video of Canvas the Pro. In today's video, we're going to be recapping college football week 2. We're going to start off with our top performances and ranked showdowns of this week. Preston, go for it.
All right, starting off with with our game of the week and pretty much everyone's game of the week, because it was the only top 25 matchup in college football last week. It was the Oklahoma Sooners and Michigan, and Oklahoma came out on top on a pretty gritty game. It was 24-13, and honestly, John Mater, he looked really good in this game for his standards. But on Michigan side, for Bryce Underwood, he had some solid moments, but you could tell that he was a freshman out there and how he wasn't really fully taking control of that Michigan offense in the way that he could have. But what do you think about it?
Yeah, it was a great game. Mater looked really good. He threw for 3 touchdowns. He low-key just pieced apart Michigan's defense. It was low scoring. I thought it'd be a little more high scoring. I mean, Underwood, I'm not surprised by this outcome. He's a true freshman, so definitely hard to go on the road and try to win a game like that. But Oklahoma looked pretty good. Michigan, not so much. And Oklahoma has like a really tough schedule. I think every team they have left on their schedule is ranked. So definitely much need to win for them. We'll see how they go from here.
Speaking of Michigan, this Michigan could lose a few of the next games because I think their next couple games they're without their head coach
Oh
because
yeah, this is
he's
mentioned, right?
suspended. That's starting to kick in.
It's crazy.
And going to our next game, it was Texas. Texas, they took care of business with San Jose State. Arch Manning had a real good bounce back game after his performance against Ohio State. But Arch, he did have an interception in this game, and he did
Also see
look
that, yeah.
like he looked uncomfortable sometimes throwing the ball off his shoulder. People are saying that he might be hurt, but Sark said he wasn't, but I don't know.
Yeah, much need to win for Texas. I mean, San Jose State. I would like to see them score a little more than 38, but overall,
Mhm. It's a
they bounced
bounce
back
back
from the
win.
previous week, so gets them on the right track. I think they got, I want to say, the UTSA this week, something like that. They might have
Yeah.
UTSA.
And Wisner didn't play for Texas. He was on the sideline of all that. He had so much like,
All that jewelry on.
yeah, allegedly.
But yeah,
And it's pretty much the same thing in Miami. They took care of business. It was
Bethan
they
Cookman.
yeah, Miami they look pretty sharp, and I think they're gonna be ready to go this week. All right.
Yeah, big game for them for sure versus USF.
Hey,
And
we
then
want to talk
Oregon.
about Oklahoma State
Look,
three
bro.
point.
Okay, the spread was like 30 in this game, so I knew it was gonna be bad. But Gundy might be time for Gundy to step aside there. That's embarrassing. I know they were down their starting quarterback or whatever, but
Still
that's embarrassing. You can't lose
69
by
to 3.
66 points and be a power four team.
Oregon had 631 yards of offense.
It's insane. They look terrible. It's so bad for Oklahoma State. Bad look for Big
Speaking of
12
high
too.
scoring games, Ohio State 70-0. It's scrambling, but still, it's just
Yeah.
pure dominance, man. Just pure
But
dominance. All right, now let's get into some upsets and some gritty wins that we had this weekend.
topping it off,
Do it.
South Florida and Florida. Chomp chomp. Lagway did not chomp chomp. 18 to
Mm-mm. 16.
16. Number 13 Florida loses to USF at home. Bad loss for Billy Napier.
Yeah, but the AD said they're sticking with him, so
I saw that. I'm sure the Florida fans will be happy about that.
yeah.
But
But the thing is, did you see the USF coach was trying to flip the Florida recruits after the game?
yep. Yes, he was. Good for him. That was a great win for that program. They've looked
Hmm
really good. I think they should be ranked higher than 18 this past poll. They looked really good throughout the season. So good for them. Bad look for Florida though. They got some things to
Yeah,
figure out.
Florida, they had a lot of discipline issues and they had 11
11
penalties.
penalties. Yeah, and they got a tough
Not
schedule ahead of
good.
them. I think they go on the road to LSU this week. So
Their schedule's not looking good for them.
yeah, it's gonna be rough for them to bounce back.
This is a game that I watched live and I saw Blake Shapen had his Heisman moment.
It's Heisman moment. Let's calm down.
Heisman moment. Arizona State, they were down the first half, but they locked in the second half. They
There's like
came
what
back
17-0 came all the way back.
17-10 or something like that.
Yeah.
And then Arizona, they get down. They're confident. They get to the close. They could make a field goal. They go down by a couple. Then Blake Shapen gets the ball. Arizona State blitzes. Blake Shapen, dime, 50 plus yard touchdown to seal the game.
60-yard touchdown, 30 seconds left.
Yeah,
Crazy ending in that game.
taking down the goalpost after.
They
Huge
took
win
down the
for Mississippi
goalpost.
State.
$500,000 fine, by the way, for that. But yeah.
They
Yeah,
don't
no,
care, man. They don't
No,
care.
but they look good. That was a good win for that program. Bad for the Big 12. The number one, their best team was number 12. Went all the way unranked. It's crazy. Some of
This
those
might
poll
just
voting,
show, huh?
some of those poll voters had some interesting ballots. I was looking at the ballots and like,
That
interesting.
game, it might just show how open the Big 12 is this year.
Yeah, there's definitely I think four teams that are competing. But yeah, bad loss for the Big 12. Bad loss for Arizona State, especially to a Mississippi State team that was not supposed to be very good this year. So not a good look for them going forward.
You want to take this game?
I'll take this game. Our next game. Technically, I predicted this. If you go back, I'll pull up the clip. I winked when I said SMU was going to beat Baylor. Baylor takes down number 17 SMU on the road in Dallas. Crazy game. I was there. Glad I went. Baylor went down 14 points. I want to say with 6 minutes left. Sawyer
Yeah, 2 touchdowns.
absolutely cooks up, scores two touchdowns. We beat him overtime on a walk-off. Crazy game, man. Um, Sawyer, he looks legit, man. I think right now he's in my eyes, and I think obviously he's not gonna get the hype he deserves because it's the Big 12, but he's a top five Heisman candidate. He has like what 800, almost 900 passing yards, seven
Probably like,
touchdowns,
yeah, something around there.
zero interceptions. Third quarterback in the last 30 years that put up those numbers. He looks legit. Baylor's got to figure out some things on defense, but Baylor can be a dangerous team this year, man. A good win.
I
Good
don't know
for
if you
Auburn
remember,
too.
but you were texting me during this game, and I texted you. I was like, Sawyer's about to have his Heisman moment,
You did, and he sure did. He
and
had it.
he did. Without me, Sawyer's not doing that. All right, all right. But speaking of the Big 12 looking bad, can we talk about Kansas State?
Kansas State lost to Army, who lost to your school, Tarleton, last week. Bad look for Kansas
Hmm.
State. They already struggled with an FCS
Terrible
team.
look.
They struggled with the FCS team the week before, and then they lose to Army as a 16-point
16
favorite.
point five. Yeah,
That is
favorites.
crazy. Bad look for Arizona, or excuse me, Kansas State. But man, I had high hopes for them. I had them win my Big 12, and now they're one
One and
and
two.
two with the bad loss, and they
You know
almost
what they
lost the
say, right?
FCS team.
It's the curse of the game overseas. Florida State
Yeah,
last year.
I don't know. Something went wrong with this team. That was bad. Avery Johnson needs to step it up. Whole team needs to step it up. Just bad luck for them overall.
All right, I'm going on to Clemson and Troy. Clemson
Woo!
won, but the thing is, Clemson, they don't look that good.
They were down 16-3 in this game at one point. I remember. I think I was texting him like, bro, the
It
Clemson,
was
Clemson,
Clemson. They did
16-0
not
at
look
half.
good. Yeah, 16. I mean, they stepped up in the second half, but still, Clemson, I don't.
Not a
They
good
don't look
look.
good. I could see them dropping this week to Georgia
Yeah,
Tech.
I agree. And then Penn State, FIU. Penn State started out slow, low-key low scoring game. They woke up. Defense looked really good for them, not gonna lie. I think I saw a clip of like where their safety like chased down the running back. Like that's not gonna happen in most teams. So they were
Yeah,
really good defense.
yeah. There's not much to say about the game. Penn State they took care of business. Did what they need
Yeah,
to do.
they look good. They did what they do need to do.
All right, Illinois and Duke. For most of this game, this was a really good game till about the fourth quarter. Like it was
Yeah.
really close. It could have gone either way until Illinois. They had a really game-changing interception here that really changed the outcome of this game. But it's a lot closer than the scoreboard will indicate
This
or the
game,
box score will
yeah,
say.
this was really similar to Vandy and Virginia Tech. This was like I think they had a one possession game in the fourth quarter, and then
Mm-hmm.
Vandy just took over. So yeah, good win for
Mm-hmm.
Illinois. I still think they're a little overrated, but they look good. Altmaier looked good. They got a big test coming up in a few weeks or a couple weeks, I want to say. I
Mm-hmm.
think they play Ohio State. Be a big game.
No, for sure. You want to talk about the
Iowa State and Iowa. Iowa State looks legit this year, man. I think they're a really good team. Um,
defense was good.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that there was only 29 points scored in this game. It's always like that every year. It's always, I swear it's always decided by a field goal. But yeah, good win for Iowa State, beat their rival Iowa.
I mean, Iowa cannot get a quarterback, man.
They can't get an
Year in and
offensive
year
line.
out, they can't get a QB.
They can't get anything.
All right, now let's talk about this. UNLV is undefeated, knocking off UCLA 30 to 23. Now, a couple weeks ago, I picked UNLV to win their conference.
It's a
Just
good one.
saying. Might be honest on, I mean, Alex Orji was just ruled out for the season, but he wasn't even the starter, so that didn't really
Yeah.
matter. But
Yeah, no,
yeah,
but
that's a
speaking of UCLA, they just lost to I don't think a very good UNLV team. They struggled to what Idaho State to start off the year or some small school like that. They
yeah,
beat
they
Sam
don't look that
Houston,
good, but they
but
picked it up. You
they
know what they
they
say?
did, yeah.
The grass is
Uh,
not always greener.
I don't know. Nico is not looking good over there, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
This
But
is UNLV's first Big Ten win in over 22 years.
that's crazy. That's bad looks for them. Nico should have stayed at
Very
Tennessee.
bad look.
And
All right, but now let's talk a little bit about some of the mid majors. Starting in Conference USA, Liberty beat Jackson State in a
Jackson.
thriller, apparently. I didn't really watch the game, but I don't
31-27,
know.
a good game.
But
Good win for
Jackson, they
Liberty.
apparently they pulled off a comeback. It's good for them. All right. Then New Mexico State beat Tulsa 33 to 30. Apparently New Mexico State, they rallied from a 13-point deficit in the fourth quarter, came back and won, kind of how like Baylor did, but in their own way.
Versus Tulsa.
Yeah, hey, it's a good little win for them.
Good for
And
them, yeah.
Hawaii beat Sam Houston. Sam Houston
Sam
drops to
Houston
0 and 3.
0-3.
Eh,
And then the
oh
border
man,
war, we didn't talk about that yet.
on
Mizzou
the
and
border
Kansas.
war.
Bro, I thought Kansas was gonna win this game. Kansas was actually up in this game.
They
I
were
don't
at the
know,
start. They looked good until
they
yeah,
didn't look very good.
they were
Man,
up 21 to
Daniels
6.
Daniels is a sixth year guy, he's still not getting it done for his team, and it's kind of bad look for him. Bad look for Kansas. I don't
It was
really have
a
high
it
hopes for
was it was
Kansas.
a really good game to watch. It was just a good solid border war. Did you see they brought a guy at the kick?
Oh yeah, put a shirt
Shirt off? Yep.
F Kansas and then kicked it at their sideline. That's legendary, bro.
Very.
Then we kind of
All
already
right.
talked about
Yeah.
Vandy and Virginia Tech. It was a great game.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go to Minnesota. 66 to 0. No, I texted you. The first play or two of the game, Minnesota had a pick six.
It's crazy. Remind me of the Baylor game. SMU scored a touchdown
Game,
the
the
very
game
first play of
started
the
at
game.
11 a.m. Before 12, they had like 35 points.
Yeah, I think they had 56 or 63 at halftime.
Yeah,
You see,
John Nestor, it says he had a
they,
29-yard pick six on the first play of the game.
they ran out of timeouts or not timeouts. Excuse me, fireworks. Do you see that?
Oh yeah, I saw that. They ran out of fireworks.
They ran
That's
out of
just crazy.
fireworks, and there was a delay in the game. They just ended up just calling it, and then agreed for obviously Minnesota won. But yeah, good game for them.
But all right, yep, that will wrap up our week two recap. And later this week, we'll get out our week three preview and predictions, and we'll catch y'all next time. Like and subscribe.